Welcome to the Bryan Fagan YouTube channel. I'm Ricky, and today we're talking about the general defenses in criminal cases. When facing criminal charges, understanding the legal defenses available can be crucial to protecting your rights and achieving the best possible outcome. In Texas' criminal justice system, defendants have several defense strategies that they may use, depending on the circumstances of their case. And these defenses are designed to challenge the prosecution's evidence, prove innocence, or justify the alleged actions. Some of the most common general defenses in criminal cases include self-defense, lack of intent, duress, entrapment, and insanity. Successfully asserting these defenses requires strong legal representation and a thorough understanding of Texas law. One of the most well-known defenses is self-defense, which applies when an individual uses force to protect themselves from imminent harm. Texas law allows individuals to use reasonable force, including deadly force in certain situations, if they believe it's necessary to prevent serious injury or death. However, proving self-defense requires demonstrating that the threat was real and that the response was proportionate. Similarly, the defense of others follows the same principles, allowing a person to intervene to protect another from harm. Another common defense is a lack of intent or mistaken identity. In many criminal cases, the prosecution must prove the defendant acted with intent to commit that crime. So if a person can show that their actions were accidental or that they were misidentified as the perpetrator, this can serve as a strong defense. For example, if a person is charged with theft but can prove they had no intention of permanently taking someone else's property, they may not be guilty of the crime. Duress is another defense that may apply when a person commits a crime because they were forced to do so under the threat of serious harm or death. If the defendant can prove that they acted under coercion and had no reasonable opportunity to escape the situation, they may be excused from criminal liability. However, duress is generally not a valid defense for serious violent crimes such as murder. In some cases, defendants may argue entrapment, which occurs when law enforcement officers induce someone to commit a crime they would not have otherwise committed. If an undercover officer pressures a person into engaging in illegal activity, and that person would not have done so without the encouragement, entrapment may serve as a viable defense. However, the defendant must prove that they had no predisposition to commit that crime before law enforcement became involved. The insanity defense is one of the most difficult to prove, as it requires medical evidence demonstrating that the defendant was legally insane at the time of that crime. Texas follows the McNaughton rule, meaning that the defendant must show that they were unable to understand the nature of the action or distinguish right from wrong due to severe mental illness. This defense is rarely successful, but may be used in cases where the defendant's mental state played a significant role in their actions. Understanding which defense applies to your case can be challenging, but having an experienced criminal defense attorney can make all the difference. If you or a loved one is facing criminal charges, don't navigate the legal system alone. Contact the law office of Bryan Fagan today to discuss your case and explore the best defense strategy for your situation. So we'll see you in the next video.
Thanks so much for watching our video. We hope you found it helpful and enjoyable. If you liked what you saw, please give us a thumbs up. Got any questions or thoughts? Drop a comment below. And if you know someone who could benefit from this video, don't hesitate to share it with them. For more awesome resources, check out the description below. Take care. We'll see you in the next video.